My name is Martin Heusser. I'm a Microsoft MVP in Microsoft 365 Apps and Services and Azure PowerShell. I'm a Teams voice and automation specialist. I first got involved in Teams back in 2018 when Teams Direct Routing was first released. And at first, it was mostly like smaller IT companies having interest in migrating their phone system to Teams Phone. And then I think a lot of other like industrial companies followed. And these were usually very small companies with simple requirements, but at some point, larger companies started to take interest as well. And that's when the requirements rose. They need a contact center functionality and everything. So that's basically how I started to work with contact centers as well. Microsoft Teams Phone has evolved into a fantastic and affordable solution for companies of any size. They added a lot of functionality over the last couple of years. They listened to the customer feedback and delivered on many things that were asked by customers. And to me, the biggest advantage of using Teams Phone is that with Teams, you get this one app where you have every form of real-time communication, be that chat, meetings. In some markets, you even get mobile calling or SMS. And of course, you get PSTN calling in this one single app. So that's the biggest thing to me that Teams Phone provides, and I think it's a huge win for any company that still relies on phone calls. I'd say the biggest gap the Teams Phone currently has is probably still reporting. There is reporting available, but that might not be enough for like very large companies or companies who have really complex requirements for reporting, getting insights, getting data out of calls to kind of see the patterns in calling and learning about the behavior. But I also think that's like a thing where partners such as Loway or QueueMetrics can really shine and provide their solutions on top of that. Microsoft Teams Phone not only transformed how end users work and do phone calls, they also transformed the way in which administrators manage the service. I think the fact that we have a PowerShell module which basically allows us to do almost any configuration in Teams, be that changing existing auto-tenants or call queues or setting up new ones or assigning phone numbers, basically everything that's needed for end users to be able to make and receive calls, that can be automated. And I think that's a big win and a big change to maybe more traditional PBXs or phone systems where you had to kind of do a lot of things manually, and now everything can be automated and you can do it exactly how you want to build the most efficient process possible. QueueMetrics provides a very robust reporting platform for Microsoft Teams customers. It delivers very valuable insights into your calling patterns, calling behaviors, so companies can really understand how you're answering calls, when you're answering calls, where do you have gaps, where you might miss a few calls. With the information you can get out of QueueMetrics, it really allows companies to close that gap and ultimately provide a better service to customers. I think the most important thing is the end user experience, how easy something is to use. But that's not always easy to achieve. I think with how fast technology is moving currently, we always try to make it easier for end users, for non-technical users. But what most people don't see is that that creates more complexity on the back end, because you kind of need to uh, anticipate the user's behavior in order to make it easy for them to, for example, make a selection in an IVR or something like that. Um, so yeah, I think it's the translation from something very complex and technical into something very easy and understandable, that basically a non-technical person can understand as well, or not necessarily understand the technical details, but they need to understand the process, or what happens if they make a certain selection in a UX or a UI, or even in a voice menu or something like that. Yeah, so for me, building that bridge between technical complexity and ease of use for end users is probably one of the biggest challenges, but also a very interesting thing to work on.